Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Jigglesworth Sr is coming in Season 4. But how? How do we get this slimy bundle of... slime? Let's just get into it. Now, I will say straight off the bat, this mount looks fantastic. And we've known it's been coming for a while, not just in Season 4. But if you remember, if you cast your mind back to, I want to say, the start of this year, I think it was, Blizzard asked us to vote on which mount we wanted. It's just kind of a gift. One of those was Slime Cat, which I will say is the one I actually voted for. But the big old tree ended up winning out. And I have kind of fallen in love with the tree, I'm not going to lie. Now, it appears all the other mounts that were on this list are going to be rewards for various achievements. We've already seen the Mage's Spellbook has been used as the reward for the Mage Tab. And now, for the Fated Raid achievement, we are gaining the Jiggles.
Woohoo! Look at that blubber fly!
But what is this achievement? What do we need to do? Well, for Season 4, we are gaining no new raids. Instead, we are getting fated versions of the previous raids we've had throughout Shadowland. Fated is basically like adding the 4th affix from M+, and throwing it into the raids. And the fated raid, the raid that's been selected to be fated, will change each week, rotating between, of course, Castle Nathria, Domination, and the Sepulchre. You need to kill each boss in the raid while it is fated. Once you've done that for all 3 raids, boom, the mount is yours. Of course, worry not, you don't need to do it all in one sitting. Now, of course, you'll be sitting there going, Grim, none of this is news, because it was data mined ages ago. Okay, granted, but what did come out recently is that it would only be achievable on normal, heroic, and mythic difficulty. You will not be able to obtain this mount in LFR.
Why?
So let's just... let me just take a step back for a second. So Blizzard, Preach can get a fucking alpha key when he doesn't ask for it. And Shock Horror is meant to be blacklisted, so how can he get a key at all? He's not even playing the fucking game. But people that do LFR can't get a mount during Season 4 of The Damned. What we should just call Season 4 the Wasteland. Because there is no content, there is nothing to do. So God forbid, Blizzard, that you just do something nice and throw players a bone because they're still paying you money to play the game.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
Ooh, we'll take a breath. Now, 100%, this drama, whatever you want to call it, is the community's making. We read too much into it. There was no information from Blizzard. Because when the mount... the achievement was data mined, it simply said all difficulties. And we assumed. Yeah, okay, we assumed. But here's the thing. Based on that assumption, nobody had an issue. Let me give you an example of an alternative scenario. If Blizzard said the Gladiator mount and the title went to any player that got 1 kill on the opposite faction. Hell, it can even include doing open world PvP. You don't even get to kill. As long as you're part of a group and they kill, boom, you get the mount, you get the title. There would be an outcry. There would be a reckoning. But with regards to LFR, including the Jellycat, nobody cared. It's just like, fine. It's all good. Nobody minded. And you know how quick people are to head to the forums and moan. So realistically, this was an easy win for Blizzard. Just let everyone have access to it. That way, players that do LFR will still be playing in another 3 weeks, just even if it's just get this mount. Now, don't get me wrong, I get what Blizzard's going for, or at least I believe what Blizzard is going for. They're hoping that this will be a catalyst, the rebirth of the community, that in the pursuit of this mount, people will go outside of their comfort zone and try to join normal and above raid guilds, pug groups, whatever it may be. They're trying to gently push people towards raiding. And here's the thing, Blizz, you have set up no foundation for this to happen. You've done 0 work with rebuilding guilds. Your community system in-game is shockingly bad still, especially if you want to go across faction. And speaking of cross-faction, this would have been a great idea. If Blizzard have created cross-faction guilds, they could have promoted it by saying, hey, and now, why not join these guilds? Why not join your friends on the other factions and go and get this mount? You can get it on normal, go for it. And, you know, I don't know, here's a load of other bonuses we're going to do just to try and help you guys out. To create new guilds, create new adventures together. The sad truth is, because Blizzard have done none of that, is what's going to happen is people are instead going to go straight to the boosting sites and look up how much the jelly mount's going to cost them. That's what they're going to do. Worst case scenario for World of Warcraft is they turn and say, I'm just going to play something else until I wait for Dragonflight. That's such a shame. And it's a real danger if that's Blizzard's attitude, because the truth is, WoW is carried by those players. It's not the couple of hundred players that do Race the World first, it's not the players that compete in the MDI or the AWC. They're all a part of the whole, but the people that carry WoW on their back are those that log in every day, do their world quest, do some pet battles, maybe farm some herbs while queuing for LFR, and hell, if they're feeling really brave, they might jump in and do a +5, or they'll just stick to doing some heroic dungeons. And that's what they enjoy. We have the most amazing guy in our guild. A guy called Pops. Pops, if you listen to this, you're a legend, mate. And every day he logs in and every day he plays WoW. And in Season 4, Blizzard have given him almost nothing to do. Oh, you don't M+? You don't do raiding? You don't do PvP? Well, fuck you. We're not giving you anything to do.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Pops clocks more hours in this game than anyone else I know. He loves the world. He loves the game. He has a passion for it. And that's how he's rewarded. So where am I going with this? Is this just a rant?
Hell no. No, no, no.
Well, for a start, don't boost for this mount. Don't buy it with gold or cash. It's not worth your account. You only have to look at the boost for the Mage Towers. Blizzard are coming down hard. Those players that boosted for Mage Tower were banned, stripped of all their goodies.
Shame. Shame.
Instead, if you're interested in getting this mount, but don't really fancy joining a guild, or you've had bad experiences in the past, or simply you aren't able to because of time restraints, whatever it may be, why don't you look to the Discord communities? They can actually help you get into raiding no matter what level suits you best. And there are loads out there. I mean, obviously some of the big ones. Perky Pugs is the one I think probably everybody knows. The EuroRaider, which is the one that I always join up with, and they have been fantastic to me. I'm not part of the organisation or anything like that. I'm just one of those people that sits in the comms, runs the raid with them, and has an amazing time. And here's the thing, they don't expect you to talk. You need to sit in comms because you need to be able to hear what's being said. But if that's the level of interaction you want to have, where literally I'm going to mute myself and not say anything, that's fine. That's all good. The way it simply works is they will post up when the runs are going to take place in Discord. You sign up with your class, your spec, your role, so on. Now on the day, you're going to be told a little bit beforehand that the group is going to be formed and in what area. So it might be in dungeons, might be in custom, whatever it's going to be. And you'll be told that the name is, I don't know, I hate this raid, or eggs are funny, whatever it may be. It'll be a weird and quirky name. You just go in there. You'll be given a password, you put the password in the box, and that is simply to know that who is part of the community and who is not. They're going to obviously invite community members above anyone else. And congratulations, you're in. Now just join Discord to hear what's being said, and you would then be summoned to the raid, and away you go. Just make sure, of course, you have flask, pots, whatever is normally required. This will all be posted up, so that you don't need to worry, you'll be able to see what you're going to need to take. And hey, I will be 100% honest with you. If you feel sick, or you're shaking, you're nervous, if you feel like you're going to let people down, or people will say something at you, don't worry. I've done this countless times. I've raided since, probably Warlords of Draenor. I think it was when I properly started to raid. And I still get like that every time. The difference is, because I've had these experiences, because I got my first ever ahead of the curve with EuroRaid, I still get nervous, but now it's mixed with a far greater feeling of excitement. I'm nervous because I don't want to let people down, but I'm excited for what we're going to face, and I know that we're going to overcome it. And if we don't, I'm still going to have a good time. Raiding in WoW is a fantastic experience, and something that every player should experience, even once. And there is no better time than Season 4, in pursuit of the Jelly Mount, in pursuit of something to do. Yes, pugs may scream at you. Discord communities won't. Pugs are out for their own goals. The communities are there to achieve something together as a group. If a community shouts at you and screams at the people trying to do stuff, people aren't going to join up and the community will die. It's completely against what they're trying to achieve. If you're struggling, they will help you. All the runs are logged, not for a way of competing with each other, so that people can learn. If you don't understand the logs, or you're confused by them, you can simply ask in Discord and people will help. They are what guilds used to be and what they should be now. So before you throw in the towel and say that you're not going to be able to get Jiggles, or worse, and please don't do this, say that you're just going to boost for it, why not try one of these raiding communities? Why not try joining a guild? Worst case, it's a couple of hours out of your day and you can just go, I'm never repeating that experience again, thanks but no thanks, at least I've tried it. Best case scenario, you get your Jiggle Cat and a massive feeling of achievement, and you've opened up a whole new side of WoW you didn't think you could do before. But that's enough from me. Thank you for watching, everyone. Once again, if you are interested, a link to the US and EU Discord communities is in the description. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Laters, everyone.